On today's show, we catch up with a community of newbies learning the ice fishing ropes from fellow anglers. Minnesotans embrace the cold with colorful lights and fun right in town. And we go back in time to discover our state's heritage lakes.
Minnesota Bound, presented by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems.
Hi everybody, Bill, Millie and I welcome you to Minnesota Bound.
You know, today's first story is a little bit about education, but a lot about community.
My dad, Ron Shera, met up with the Ladies of the Midwest, a group learning the art of ice fishing from their peers.
It may look like just another ice fishing day, but not quite. What you're watching is called a Meetup, a Ladies Midwest Meetup, to be precise, LMM for short. LMM was founded in 2019 by a female angler wondering why few women were fishing.
Always fishing with the guys when I grew up, right? And then transitioning to boyfriend, fiance, he's now my husband, around him and his friends. And you know, it's great, right? It's great that I got to learn from all of these wonderful men in my life, but I was like, why? There's other women that have to do this. Like, where are they?
Her idea was simple. Get women together to have some fishing experiences, but taught entirely by other female anglers.
Not ideal fishing conditions today by any means with the cold front, but we always have a good time. All right, so there's 4 of you in here. I'm going to show you guys how you would want to drill the holes. This is reverse, so don't hit that one.
Oh, nice. That was actually really easy.
Yeah.
A lot easier than I thought.
Yeah.
Flag run! Go, go, go!
You'll see out here today, there's just girls cheering each other on and teaching each other, and yeah, community is huge.
Oh, no. This is like 2 feet deep. Beginner to expert, it's like watching somebody catch a fish and being excited about them doing that. It's like so fun.
Well, I have thrown a half pike.
Like some of these girls have never caught a fish before.
I would say a novice. I've fished a lot, but there's a lot to learn. Just cut. Lovely. That's so cool. Yeah. Ah, nice. Heck yeah. So cool.
My husband and I do a lot of open water fishing, but I'm usually too cold to go outside, so got to it and I was able to feel the fish. I set the hook. You know, I'm used to him like kind of setting me up, and then I just sit and bob my little pole or my jig around. Here at least I can kind of have some independence and people that aren't going to judge me for not knowing what I'm doing, but it's fun to have the camaraderie of a whole bunch of girls.
Meet sisters Courtney and Samantha, first-time ice anglers.
This is actually our first time ever ice fishing. Yeah. We are open water people. We are on open water a lot, but first day ice fishing. Yeah. So doing it together.
So when is the next LMM fun outing?
And the easiest way is to just subscribe to the Facebook and Instagram for Ladies Midwest Meetup, and it'll announce all the trip launch dates.
It's just a little sunny, I think, right?
Yep, that's just a little bluegill.
Just a little one. Throw them back. So, yeah, this is my first year ice fishing, so trying out a new little hobby. You got them? Yeah, get them, girl.
Got it.
There we go. All right, little guys, go back.
Woo! This is my first meetup, and I am from Bloomer, Wisconsin. Love it. Love all the ladies here, meeting all these other women that love to fish, so it's exciting.
Any secret lady fishing tips?
I do it to shake, 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 shake your booty.
And if they're really active, you do shake it like a Polaroid camera.
I won't be able to. I'll start crying if I take mine off. Ladies and West Meetup!
Ice fishing is a bonding thing. Who knew?
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems, Star Bank, Crush City, and by Voyager Lodge and Houseboats.
Every winter, the snow and cold turn our Twin Cities lakes into one giant frozen playground. One foundation is using this playground to raise money to introduce others to the great outdoors.
In 2003, it began as a small cross-country ski race.
This is the 20th anniversary of the City of Lakes Loppet Winter Festival.
In many ways, it's a celebration of winter in Minneapolis. What happens is lots of folks race across and around our city lakes.
So it is a celebration of all things winter in Minneapolis. That includes ski races, skijoring races, fat tire biking, snowshoeing, coob.
So many favorite winter activities rolled into 2 days of fun. Fun for our canine companions, too.
Oh, this is Luna. She's a border collie. No, this is our first time. It was super fun.
So what's the highlight of this festival? A magical evening on the ice.
On the night of the Luminary in Loppet, Lake of the Isles is transformed with thousands of luminaries.
A candlelit trail appears on Lake of the Isles, leading you to an ice fantasy display.
So luminaries, if you're not familiar, are lighted ice sculptures. It's all lit by candlelight. There are amazing features. There's pyramids, there's ice acropolis, there's an enchanted forest, and 10,000 plus people come to enjoy it.
The City of Lakes Loppet Winter Festival is not just about ski races and ice sculptures. Its real mission? To raise funds for introducing city folks to the outdoors.
And you need, yes.
The Loppet Foundation is a small but mighty nonprofit located in the heart of Minneapolis, right here in Theodore Wirth Park. And our mission is to create a shared passion for the outdoors. So we work with kids in North Minneapolis, we work with adults throughout the city, people of all ages, ability, income levels, to try to encourage people to learn to love the outdoors. It is incredibly important for people, especially in this day and age when we are so connected to devices and to being, kind of in the comfort of our COVID lifestyles, that we get outside and learn to play in the outdoors, learn to connect with each other in the outdoors.
And guess what? You're all invited.
Literally anyone can participate. If you want to come to this park and learn to ski, we'll teach you to ski. If you've been skiing for your entire life, come do our marathon races. We have kids from all over the city who we teach to ski, to mountain bike. It does not matter your age, your income level, or your ability. We will find a way to help you enjoy the outdoors. We run an adventure camp where you can just come and canoe and do archery and arts and crafts, and they just play. They play, and that's what we need kids to do, is just play outside. It's not just being outdoors, it's being outdoors together. It's being active. They build a sense of team. They build a connection with their coaches. And really, we're very unique in that we offer year-round free outdoor opportunities for kids.
Who knew? A winter festival, a staple of the North, lighting up our city sky also lighting up city lives.
Great organization really brings the community together and provides, I think, a lot of great opportunities for other communities that wouldn't have otherwise had the opportunity.
Still ahead, discovering Minnesota's old-time lakes, still stuck in time. But first, we take a walk in the park. Next.
Closed captioning provided by Leech Lake Area Tourism.
Fort Snelling State Park is just below historic Fort Snelling. The actual state park is separate than the historic fort. We have just about 3,000 acres of urban wilderness to explore. We like to say that we're the city's backyard, so folks from all over the metro come and visit us, and through all out the state. We're also right below the airport, so you wouldn't believe how many international travelers just stop by for the day to kind of see what Minnesota state parks have to offer. We have a lot of cross-country skiers that come and visit us down here. We have 12 miles of groomed trail, plus 18 miles of walking trail, and a lot of snowshoe rentals start and end at our office here. So we do rent snowshoes out for $6 a day. We have snowshoeing programs that happen all throughout the winter.
Welcome to Fort Snelling State Park. My name is Kyle Tao, and I'm one of the park naturalists at Fort Snelling State Park. How many of you guys, this is your first time to Fort Snelling State Park? Raise your hand, this is your first time in Fort Snelling State Park. Wow! Most of the trails around the park here are multi-use, so it's groomed and packed for country ski, plus you can also go hiking on there. The other thing about this park is that this is a very, very special park in Minnesota. This is actually a very important site, cultural site to the Dakota people. So when we're here, we want to make sure we respect this important sacred cultural site of the Dakota. Snowshoeing is actually pretty easy. It's not as hard as skiing because basically what you have is just a platform, a deck, right underneath your foot. And this is why snowshoes was invented. You want a snowshoes that will keep you on top of the surface. You'll typically see this in the fall. So all deer species will lose their antlers once a year and grow new ones in the spring. Minnesota have about 5 species. There's a couple of them actually right over there, whitetail. It's on cue. This is called deer robbing. And how many of you guys text? Almost everybody texts these days. This is deer texting right here. So the 2 messages here, one is, I am a really big guy. Stay away from my area. I'm showing you warning here. What's number 2? I'm a very handsome guy. All you girls, I'm here. So just take it easy going down. If you can't make it down here, you can go the other direction too. But the good thing is because we have cleats on, so it's pretty easy. Just dig your cleats right into it and just go slowly down. All right, quick stop. In this place right here, we're standing in a place where Minnesota and Mississippi come together. This is Bedote in Dakota, which means the meeting of waters, the 2 rivers right here.
I love this park. I'm a Fort Snelling super fan. So we truly have something for everybody to explore the state park.
Coming up, a remote and untouched lake, so close to home. It's the tale of our state's heritage lakes.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Flow Docks and Lifts, Midwest Exteriors MN, And by Totem Resorts, the premier destination for world-class fishing.
This next story is about one of our state's 2 heritage lakes, places where people can feel like they are traveling back in time. Road signs tend to keep most travelers on track, but Mille Lacs Cathio's head honcho hopes his sign might draw you off the highway. And into his lonely park.
This has some of the more unique ski trails in the state with the hills that we have, the rolling topography left over from the glacial moraine.
35 miles of trails. We care about one that leads to nowhere.
Cathio is a favorite place for our family and has been for a long time since the kids were little. And then you see it on the map and say, gosh, there's got to be a out-of-the-way spot where not a lot of people go, and so let's try that.
Jeff Sackett decided today he would finally explore the trail less traveled.
From the closest parking lot, it's about 1.5 miles. You got to want to get in there, right?
Oh, we do.
It has kind of a beautiful rolling topography before you get here, and you can see that it's all the way around.
Pretty wild.
It's a remote lake. You have to walk to get into it. There's no road access.
Black bass, an almost boundary waters feeling destination, without quite as much dedication needed to get there.
There you go. It's what we call a heritage lake, so there's some special regulations involved to give a little different experience out there.
Seek outside.
Heritage designation means we don't allow motors of any type, no gas or electric trolling motors, no power augers, no electronics either, so no Vexilars, fish finders, GPS units. We have a backpack campsite, so it's got some of the standard stuff, similar to what you'd find at a Boundary Waters campsite.
Including the feel of being out in the middle of nowhere. Black bass, one of only 2 heritage lakes in the entire state. Just look around.
There aren't a lot of remote lakes outside of Boundary Waters, Superior National Forest, Chippewa National Forest that don't have road access.
Exactly why we fish alone.
I may have just missed one.
It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. It's just kind of tucked away sort of down low in these beautiful hills.
Where time seems to slow down. At least when it comes to catching a fish.
I don't know, Normie. I think you gotta try the tungsten.
I will say, I'm all about heritage, but fishing this way is not that much fun.
No, you're right.
So be it.
Home sweet home.
I could see backpacking in here on a nice summer day. Bring a canoe along with you, float around this lake. You'd probably have it all to yourself, right?
Just like Minnesota campers 100 years ago. A black and white time when people loved to get outdoors and get away.
Being here or any other place where the DNR makes this available, it's an opportunity to harken back to those times. To be able to kind of go back to that has a kind of a nostalgic feel.
It's good to know heritage and history still exist, even on one body of frozen water in the land of 10,000 widely developed lakes.
It's a remote experience without the trip to the Boundary Waters. I think it definitely is a kind of secret gem we've got tucked away.
If only we had a few more of those lakes.
So true. Well, that about does it for us. We'll see you back here next week.
In the meantime, what do we always say, Millie? Remember to introduce a kid, to the great outdoors. You almost had it right today.
Transportation provided by Premier Transportation. Call 1-800-899-7433. To get more Minnesota Bound, including full episodes, go to mnbound.com. And to follow our latest adventures, like us on Facebook.